Hello everybody, welcome to another post-commentary video. For once, we're not doing custom, instead this is Town Traitor, and I decided to make a video out of this just because of how awful this game went, but anyways, you're about to see it. So anyways, we have TT's Socialite, which is actually kind of decent. Not the worst guy, but I'm assuming that based on what he said, he's kind of new to the TT thing, or new to Socialite in general, but I'm not too sure. Anyways, I decided to pull 7, and I don't, that's just kind of like a random night 1 thing. And yeah, everybody's kind of quiet, so. Yeah, he says a lot. Which, or wait, yeah, which didn't even do anything for the first night. Anyways, we started out quite great. Crusader ends up dying to another Crusader. And I'm going to speed up a bit for these deaths. The person that I killed, they ended up being foreigners. And then yeah, so apparently in total there were 3 Crusaders, and they were all on the same person, but only 2 of them died because this one died twice. And I can go back to normal. So yeah, at this point, Coven is actually doing quite good because Town is kind of destroying themselves, and we also have Voodoo, so I mean, if we make it through today, it should be an easy one because you can kill 1 person and silence and keep doing that, and Town can't really do anything about it. In fact, actually, now that I think about it, Town, we already kind of basically have majority as coven. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Only 6 people can vote. Need 7 to actually put anyone up, so technically this game should already be won for us because Town can't even vote us even if they wanted to. Just because of how good Voodoo is. I didn't even notice that like the first time I played through, but yeah, it's going to get a lot worse than this though. And this guy takes forever to claims TS though. I decided to see CTS just because I think I was going to go for a rec claim during this. But yeah. Oh yeah, and Town's also playing like pretty poorly. I mean, this guy claimed TS. It's actually Vigilante, so I forget. Well, we wouldn't have known it was a witch game, so I don't know exactly what the strategy with that was. Probably just didn't know. Yeah, I think 15's just confused because nobody was talking last night, so. And okay, yeah, he was just confused how TT works. And I decided to kill 11, keep Voodoo hidden. Shit, what happened here? So, oh, they tried to do 4. Airways, airway, now it's a 5v5. We're pretty good as long as nobody votes each other up, so yeah. Technically it was already a win on day 2, but I guess, I mean, there is a jailer in this, but for the most part, it was a win day 2 due to our roles and town destroying itself, but either way, it's going alright so far. And then 1DC, so now coven has majority actually. And I wasn't exactly sure how DCs work, but yeah, turns out only 5 votes, and I eventually realized that. So we vote out 4 here. Kinda weak will, but people trust them, so it gets synod here. And I actually still guilty. 6 guilties. All we needed was 1 more, and then yeah, Cohen would have probably won that because it's only 3 townies. Anyways, 6 starts get voted, but I'm like confused why 6 is even up here. Because, you know, we have 5 Covens though. The only way that 6 will get voted is if a Coven voted with town. So here I start to realize the misplay, and it's like I'm just going to start whispering to every coven that, hey, we should know we still got the votes. Because 1DC, so if all is sent out, then this gets sent out because town can only do 4 guilties at max. And then 9 gets suspicious of me, so I'm like, up 9. But Coven isn't that fast, so that doesn't go good. But we do get the book up to 2, which I believe was, yeah, I kind of did that just because I knew my whispering would look suspicious, so I figured I would be jailed. So I make sure to get it passed out to 2. We still basically have a winning game because all 2 needs to do is kill. And it takes forever for them to kill someone. As you can see here, to kill someone, so we keep majority. And with 5 seconds left, they finally decide to attack. Anyways, I ended up dying, but it really doesn't matter that much. Coven still has majority. We have Voodoo Master, which is basically keeping us like well into majority. Anyways, going to speed past this. The one socialite, they died, and I died to jailer. Didn't really have that good a will, but it didn't really matter. We were way ahead anyways. So yeah, there's a monarch in this, which is obviously 12. And then 9 is obviously jailer, and then 4 is, well, you can just assume that they're investigator based on the claim. So Rick can easily just guess one of these two as their monarch or jailer, and that would be beneficial. And they could potentially pass the buck off to 6 or 13, and then we get 2 kills. And not even openly claims jailer. Also, keep in mind, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 coven, which means that coven could up anyone here. They don't even have to rely on like a county voting their own. So as of right now, we could vote up jailer, but they decide to do nothing. The good thing is they're not voting up like their own coven, so we don't actually get 2 hang, which at the very least is somewhat good. But anyways, 2 has book, so with that, coven can't even kill tonight, but we can still silence someone and he's and that would keep the votes on our side. And yeah, I'm kind of angry at this point. Like, as you can see here, like I'm seeing Rit kind of fumble. Um, and then of course with the vote yesterday where we could have gotten someone up, it's like not looking good for me because I know this coven definitely has the chance to win, but they're making a bunch of mistakes which just isn't great. But either way, we're still good. Or at least decently well off because 12 is silent, so although Cohen can't vote anyone today, unless Town votes their own, we still got someone in silence, and therefore Town can't vote us. So anyways, 9 is thinking 4 is TT. Then, forget what else happened here. That's basically the only thing. I mean, 12 is silent, so 4 actually is going to get upped here, surprisingly. Because 9 decides to vote it, so we can actually get a county miss lynch. Oh yeah, and then I'm still complaining, like, this is so painful to watch. Why didn't you just vote yesterday? You could have lynched Jailer. I had the votes for such a long time. Because I tried to get Jailer earlier, and then that failed, but we didn't have that much time, so it's not like that big of a deal, and we still kept majority to the next day. They could have voted Jailer. They decided not to. But at least here we get the Miss Lynch on 4. So now, even though it's not looking good for us, we should still be able to win. Anyway, start getting the book to 6. Which is actually a good thing because 13 here is going to get jailed. So 13's in jail, 6 has book. All they have to do is kill Jailer. So 6 decided to control and drain 9. So at this point, I'm like, okay, we're going to at least get it. We made quite a few mistakes, but we still have a chance to win. And then 6 decides not to control or drain. And then they decide to control and drain. Nah, I don't know what 15 was making partying there. Either way, I don't think that affected anything because they didn't, like, and 6 never controlled 9 into anyone, so that probably did nothing. But anyways, that's their next mistake, or at least the next coven mistake. and we end up blundering. Like another big chance where we could have won, but didn't. So at this point, Town finally has some votes to hang. And they're lucky that they had Monarch. Otherwise, we still would have had like another chance. But not much of one. Anyways, they kind of catch on. 15 is TT. I mean, it's kind of obvious at this point, especially based on votes. But yeah. So Town's really lucky with Monarch, so they can actually hang 6 here and still win. And actually, if we look back, 6 hasn't really been doing that well. They basically been silent the entire game, and the only reason why they got NO that one time they were up there is because I basically told my entire team to NO. So they got lucky there, but yeah. And was quite accurate, like coven can't do anything. And like you can still see me. Like this was really painful for me to watch in the moment because I kept seeing them make mistakes after mistake. Like which could kill Jailer. So that's like another thing that we messed up. And there were just a bunch of mistakes before. And of course, Cohen not being that great with claims doesn't help. It was pretty quiet. I think her Voodoo 13 did. I mean, 13 was alright. Was the Sheriff claim, which is better than nothing, but kind of a late one at that. Didn't even post day 2. But still better than nothing. And then 6 was also silent. I didn't do much either, but I never really needed to. I was still talking more. Like, I at least see CTS and whatnot. Yeah, at this point, the game's lost. I think it's going to get voted here, despite everything. I mean, even if he didn't, and somehow 9 thought that 12 was TT, I mean, you can still vote like 15 the very next day. So yeah, this game has nowhere left to go, unless 12 thought that 9 was TT, but considering that they X3 coven, it's very likely that they're not TT. And yeah, I also said like 15 was kind of concerned about looking good, because that one night where Witch could have killed. I mean, I guess I was kind of being like caught up in the moment at that point, but the fact that 15 tried to party at 9 is not a good thing. There was like zero reason to do that. Should just let Witch at least have the potential to kill. But yeah, you can kind of see how awful that went. Like, we lost with 5 Covenant against 4 Townies because how many mistakes were made. Yeah, I mean, we had the win on like day 2 basically, but we still lost it. Just not the best game. Probably the worst game that I ever played, at least gameplay wise. Like, I've seen people make mistakes and sometimes that's not good, but seeing how many times like this game could have been won but wasn't, it's just like awful. But I'm pretty sure everybody was just kind of new, so I can't be bothered too much, but it's still kind of, it was hard for me to watch that game. But anyways, that's going to be it. If you want to watch some more videos, make sure to subscribe, and if you want to join in on future games, you can always join the Discord. Anyways, bye!